Hello everyone, my name is Agano and today's video I'll be showing you how to create a user using Active Directory, users and computers. What you see here, this is a server. This is a Windows Server 2025 on Agano PC, which is the machine that I'm using at the moment. So on this server, we'll be creating user account and we'll try to log in with that account to make sure the account is working. So the machine that you see here in black is not displaying, it's in black. Let me show it to you. Here it is. It's already a domain joined account. So if I go to add a user here, I'll be able to sign into Agano group. It's a domain. Agano group is the domain. This computer is joined too. And this is the server holding the domain. So in this case, we are going to use the server to create a user account, and we can try to sign into this computer to make sure our user has been created and is able to log in. Well, we'll be back to this computer later on, but we're gonna first start with the server and create our user. So the first step to do this, we first need to log into the server. Let's log into the server. I'm gonna import the password. All right. We are logging into the server already. What to do now? This is the server. This is the Windows Server 2025. What do we do when we want to create a user? So you go to tools here, tools, click the tools, and you look for where it says Active Directory users and computers. While you click here and go down, you see down at the end it says users. Let's make it a little big, give it a space. So yeah, it says users. And what you see that says my HER or my HER2, these are organizational units. You can create a user in the organizational unit, especially in this one, there is no user here. You can also create a user using the users. So let's try to create a user in my HER, which is an organizational unit, and there's nothing in here. As you can see, it says there's no item to show in this view. Well, we're gonna right click here on the my HER, which is an organizational unit. So I'm just repeating the process. Right click on my HER and click new, and then go down here where it says user. Press here, then this is where you put your user's name, like it says first name, last name. So you can put your user's first name here and the last name here. Let's do that. Let's give him the name of Uwezo. So this is the name that I'm typing, and the first name was Uwezo. Let's type in the last name, Celestine. Uwezo Celestine. He is the user, and you can see full name is coming automatically. It says Uwezo Celestine already, and now we are going to put into the logon. The logon name is going to be the name that the user will be using to log into the domain. Let me put Uwezo as the logon name. All right, here we go. Put Uwezo and press next. Just fill this table, and when you're done, press next. Now, what we have here, you can see this button by default is checked. It says user must change password at the next logon. We do this to prevent IT professionals or IT department from knowing their user's password. A user can be working in HR, a user can be a manager, a user can be anyone in the company with any status. So we don't need to know their passwords. When we do this, it makes sure like the user only themselves know their password. And if we create passwords for them and we check the second one that says the user cannot change the password, with the second one, we're gonna uncheck this one first and check the second one. Now it says user cannot change the password. That means the user is forced to use the password that we provide to him. We're gonna put a password in here, so this is gonna be his password forever. It's bad, so we make sure the user doesn't forget the password. Something you create by yourself, you don't forget it easily. Well, we're gonna leave it here on the first one. Or for the demonstration, just leave it here. User cannot change the password. But in the field, you have to check the first one. user must change the password at the next login because he needs to change the password and put something that he will remember. Alright, let me create a password. Let's go ahead. Okay, confirm the password. Alright, then hit next. It says, when you click finish, the following object will be created. The object that they're talking about here is the user. In Active Directory, users are considered object. Computers are object. Organizational units are object. So the following object, meaning the following user, will be created. User logon name, Uwezo slash. This is Uwezo alt aganogroup.local. Aganogroup.local is the domain that we are using here and join to this Active Directory. So this is our domain controller. We are creating the user in this domain. So the user cannot change the password. This is like a small overview of what we are doing. Hit finish. Now you can see we are in my HR and here's Uwezo as a user. Let's do this. Go to my HR2. There's nothing. Go to my HR. There is Uwezo. And if you double click on Uwezo, there is this tab that's gonna show up. This one has his name, everything we put inside, but there's why it says description, office, telephone number, email, web page, member of. This shows like which group the user belongs in. If you want to add the user in the group, press on member of and add him in the group. His address, his account dialing, remote desktop, his profile. So this tab is just here, except the general tab, that's the one we created. But if you want to add more information on the user's profile, the user's account, the user's phone number, and all the stuff you want to add, this is where you add all those. And if you also want to reset the user's password, the way we do it, you just have to right click on the user's name here and go where it says reset password. Disable account. You want to disable an account. You want to move him in a different organizational unit. So this is how we do all the tasks. Well, our user is created on the domain. Now the next task is to control, make sure, check and double check, make sure this user can log in. Let's go to this computer here that is joined to the domain and let's log into as our user that we just created, whose name is Uwezo. Well, let's type in Uwezo. Let me type in the password that I just created. Let's see if Uwezo will be able to log in. Hit enter. It says welcome Uwezo Celeste. We are successful. Uwezo is logging into the domain. So he's logging into the computer using the user we already created is now able to log in using his credential. So this is how we do. If you are a new user, we will create your account, we'll provide you with a password, and you will be able to change the password at the next login. But for this demonstration, our user is not able to change the password due to the policy that we set. So as you can see, Microsoft was creating his space and now here we are. Uwezo is logged in and he can now be able to go. If you can double check, it says Uwezo Celestine. If you can click here, it's gonna show you Uwezo alt aganogroup.local. So that means Uwezo is logged into aganogroup.local, which is this domain. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos. Hope this video was helpful. Thank you. See you in the next video.